Are here live from beautiful Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, formerly known as Hot Shots, the Mount Pleasant Sports Zone. Bringing you some ECRHA action, the NCRHA tournament. Got teams from all the divisions here today. First matchup that we have on tap here for this broadcast will be between the D1 Slippery Rock program taking on Lindenwood University. Should be a good game on hand. Both teams have a very good record. Is Slippery Rock 7-1. One loss was unfortunately a forfeit. Lindenwood has yet to be defeated, and they are 7-0. Working from right to left in the black with the gold trim, it would be Lindenwood. Slippery Rock's going to be in the white with the green trim, working from left to right. Just about to get underway. A little bit different than our normal MyHa broadcasts, where it's 14 minutes running clock. This is a little bit different. It's 12 minutes per period, stop clock, unless it gets into the mercy rule where they will have a running clock after 2. Home of the Norwin Knights here, the local high school program in the Pittsburgh area. One of the powerhouses in the PIRHL. Main referees, both of them Pittsburgh natives. One of them, Alan Chapman, who always calls all of our MyHa games. Starting in net for Slippery Rock will be Logan Johnson, number 1. And for Lindenwood, it will be number 30, Jacob Robinson, the Fresh Coast product out of Michigan, who plays in MyHa. Very excellent goaltender, plays in the top division, the T2 division. So it should be an exciting one on hand. Worked his way up from the D3 to the D1, starting netminder job. So face-off just to be underway. Dylan Zalanka, number 22, taking the face-off for Slippery Rock, and here we go. First game of the day. We are broadcasting all the way until 10 p.m., the final game of the day. We'll see teams again from all across the country playing in this one. Puck dumped down through the neutral zone all the way down into the Lindenwood zone. To be played by Acosta. The assistant captain is going to set up behind his netminder. Gets into his controlled breakout, works it across on the far wall. Past the face-off dot, looking for one shot in the slot that gets deflected by a Slippery Rock defender and now taken by Zalanka. He's got number 36 Martin with him. He's going to stop up and drop it back. Trying to get out of his own zone was Adamski. Now on this near wall, played across by Lindenwood's Wadowski. At the face-off dot, just thinking about taking a shot, works it back. No one was at the point, so comes back into the Lindenwood zone. Forechecking is Edwards. Just a couple minutes have gone by. Bounce pass off the boards. Now going to cycle and set it up, looking for a man right down into the slot. Hits off his skate, goes into the corner. Lindenwood controlling possession of the play. And now looking for a counterattack was Slippery Rock. They finally get going. Matt Varankovic to Edwards. Stops up, takes a shot. That goes into the netting and out of play. The first official shot of the game at the 10:19 marker here of the first period. Face-off will be to the right. I do apologize. That's number 70, Hager, in net for Lindenwood. Usually we see Jacob Robinson starting. They're going to go with Hager in this contest. Battle for at the top of the face-off dot, trying to keep possession in the zone, was Slippery Rock. And now Lindenwood will settle it down. Coming up on the near wall through the neutral zone. Bradley takes a shot right into the left leg pad of Johnson. That'll go for a stoppage and cover. Before we went live, we saw both of these AA teams go at it too between Slippery Rock and Lindenwood. Lindenwood was victorious in that one, essentially won 9-0. They kept on playing based on the NCRHA rules, but was essentially a mercy. 9-1 was the final score. And now Lindenwood in their 1-3 zone off the left leg of Johnson, looking for a redirect in front for Worcester. A couple of players fall down and collide. And Blake now keeping it down low. He falls right at the face-off dot, and Slippery Rock will take over possession. Could be a delayed penalty call. Johnson heads over to the bench. We'll see our first power play of the game for Slippery Rock. They make a couple of quick changes, get a fresh unit out, and now Edwards skates through the neutral zone. Carrying it up, drops it off. Zalanka looking for the trailing man, gets it to him. 5-on-4 empty net action. Simmons and Edwards cross. Edwards now crosses with Zalanka. There is dual rinks here, so if you hear a blatant whistle and play continues, do not be alarmed. Edwards at the top of the faceoff dot, drops it down for Varankovic. Good puck possession for Slippery Rock in this delayed penalty situation. Simmons at the dot, gets it over to Zalanka. Edwards back to Simmons. He walks the blue line. Nice pitch and catch between him and Zalanka. Tried to take a slap shot. Puck just wouldn't settle down. Edwards still controlling. Simmons now switches places with Zalanka. Been a solid 40 seconds, almost a minute now. Just 5-on-4 passing. Lindenwood struggling to get possession. They just need to touch it once. Whipped shot by Simmons, almost equal at the post, and finally touched up by Blake. So, first power play of the day will belong to Slippery Rock. Fun little notes for NCRHA action. Once they enter the zone with the puck on a 5-on-4, they can't go back. So that explains why they worked so hard to prevent that going the opposite direction. Now Edwards has a 2-on-1, works it across to Varankovic. Varankovic with the shot, he scores. Power play goal for number 4, Matthew Varankovic. The assist from number 21, Ian Edwards. Slippery Rock strikes first. Was about 17 seconds into that power play opportunity, beating Hager right underneath the blocker. 7:20 left in the first period. 1-0 is the score. Zalanka carried it in, defended away by Leafield. Now dropped off. Leafeld has it. Goes to his backhand, tries to go forehand, and an easy save for Johnson. Coming up after this game, we do have Penn State versus Cortland, so stay tuned with us. Tied up for at the face-off dot. 1-4, now a race for it. Acosta won the race, works it back to Hager. He's going to cover it up at the 7:02 mark of the first period. Face-off will be to the left of Hager. Zalanka in the dot for Slippery Rock for the offensive zone draw. Worked back by Krapewski. Now Lindenwood slowly going to get it out of their zone. Last man back is Acosta. He's going to skate it in, drops it off for Liefeld. Now back to Acosta. They play catch. He's at the face-off dot. Good, excellent edge work by Liefeld. He walked the face-off dot and now gets it across. Karpewski with Acosta. Now Acosta right in the slot. Nice hesitation head movement to throw the Rock defender off his position. Now Pewski drops it across for Acosta. Acosta now skates it in. He takes a shot off the glove of Johnson. Now settling down as Adamski, works it across to Edwards through the neutral zone, carrying it in. Power move, tried to go short side, goes past the glove, hits off the glass, and there's going to be another penalty called. Lindenwood again going to be going to the penalty box. It's going to be 2 minutes. High sticking. Slippery Rock will see their second power play of the first period, second of the game. Zalanka in the dot, Vrankovic, Simmons, and Edwards all out there. Trying to kill it off is Duran's. For Lindenwood, he's up on the near wall. Zalanka trying to get to his backhand, drops it off of Vrankovic. Gets it to Edwards. He's going to overlook his options. Cuts right to the top, takes a shot. Missing wide. And now Duran's carrying it. He's got one man going straight to the net, trying to kill off as much time. Now they finally work it back to their D-man. He's on his back skate through his own zone, and Bradley's going to take it up himself. Through the neutral zone, one-on-one. Shot missing wide of Johnson. Picked up by Edwards. If he hurries a 3-on-2, he takes a shot. That goes into the netting and out of play. 50 seconds have expired in this power play opportunity. Exactly 5 minutes left here in the first period. And while both teams are lining up for the dot, we'll wait, talk about our partners, Black Biscuit. If you're looking for a new jersey for your team, make sure to go to www.blackbiscuit.com for all of your team apparel needs. Doesn't matter if it's hockey, it could be baseball, football, whatever you need. Zalanka with a shot that goes wide. Vrankovic corrals it, settles the pass down at the top. Tried to go down for Lisak and hits off his skate, goes all the way back into the Slippery Rock zone. 45 seconds remain here in this power play opportunity. Zalanka now for Simons, trying for Lisak on the back end doorstep. And now Vrankovic has to retreat in his own zone. Change being made, Edwards popping out. Vrankovic goes to Edwards. He settles it down. That hits a stick and goes into netting out play. Good defensive work there by Duran's. He's on the penalty kill, but he's got 15 points so far on the young season in 7 games. His high-powered offensive Slippery Rock. Edwards has 25 in 7 games, along with number 22, Dylan Zalanka. 19 seconds left in this power play. Offensive zone draw for Slippery Rock. Good battle. Duran's works it right in front. Dangerous pass gets the Worcester. And Worcester will clear it all the way down. And that should do it for this power play. We're back to even strength. Still a 1-0 game. Slippery Rock over Lindenwood. Now Lindenwood going to increase the forecheck. Worcester directing. Edwards going to retreat back. Sits right behind Johnson. Has a couple players swinging. Lindenwood man-to-man. Finally, he's going to be forced out. Now going the opposite direction. Edwards tries to cut around. Good defense by Bradley. Chips it off the backhand, off the boards. Now 2-on-1 going the other way. Lindenwood with a shot that goes wide of the post just above the glove hand of Johnson. And now Edwards is going to settle it down. And a turnover there to Worcester. Worcester one-on-one. He misses the net. Couple of missed opportunities here for Lindenwood. Cross-rink feed by Duran's, now 2-on-2. Player falls down right in front of the net, gets worked all the way back down into the Lindenwood zone. Full crowd here in attendance for both teams and universities. Acosta dropping it off, missing for the redirect, and now going the opposite direction is Alonka 2-on-1 if he hurries. Goes across, and what an excellent save there by Hager. Just catching enough of it with his right toe. Badowski got it into the offensive zone, but turns it over. .155 remaining in this first period. Costa now dropping it off on the far wall. Simons now picks it up for Slippery Rock. Cutting through is Alonka. He takes a shot. Puck's bouncing right behind the net, looking for a centering feed. Now 3-on-2 for Lindenwood. Across, trying to settle it down. What a save by Johnson with the glove hand. He didn't catch it, but he was able to swat it into this near corner. Simons gets it to Edwards. Badowski now defending. He takes a shot, and that will go for a cover with 1:07 remaining here in this first period. Face-off will be to the left of Hager. One goal in this game is a power play goal by Matthew Varankovic, assisted from Ian Edwards and Justin Simons. We've seen 2 penalties in this first period. Now Lindenwood trying to counterattack on the far wall, losing an edge, trying to gain possession of the puck. Still just sitting there in that corner. Varankovic trying to pry it free. Lindenwood's going to keep possession in the offensive zone. Gets it off that far wall. Now trying to work it across. Working it over to Worcester. Edwards now ties up. And that is the other rink. There's still 23 seconds left. I think it fooled everybody here in the rink. 18 seconds now. Varankovic just sitting behind his net, hoping to kill off his last 10 seconds. Worcester trying to force him out. And that will do it. So after one period, Slippery Rock with the early lead, 1-0 over Lindenwood University. We're going to step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching Grove City Hockey.
Frustrated and wasting time doing your own taxes? Getting confused by complex forms? Waste your time no longer. It's time for you to check out Bonus Accounting. Kenny and the team will help you with taxes, bookkeeping, and payroll services. Now that's an accounting hat trick. Leave it to the industry experts and check them out today. Use promo code Grove City Hockey for a sweet discount and also to receive exclusive GCH merch. Bonus Accounting, the firm of the future. This copyrighted telecast is presented by Grove City Hockey. It may not be reproduced, retransmitted in any form without the expressed written consent of Grove City Hockey, LLC. We thank you for your understanding and hope to continue to enjoy this complimentary broadcast. To purchase footage, email grovecityhockeyllc@gmail.com.
We are back. About to start the second period between Lindenwood University and Slippery Rock University. Early 1-0 lead for Slippery Rock. Power play goal from Matthew Varankovic if you're just joining us. We've seen 2 penalties, both committed by Lindenwood. Long distance shot on the starting netminder Hager. Decided to go with him instead of Jacob Robinson in net. Logan Johnson starting in for Slippery Rock. Offensive zone draw for Slippery Rock. Won by Lindenwood. They'll now take possession. Now coming through the neutral zone. Radowski settles it down to Acosta. All 4 Slippery Rock defenders back in their own zone, letting them enter in. Duran's going forehand backhand, gets it all the way back to Acosta. He's going to walk his own blue line now, re-enter the zone. We do apologize for any screaming you do hear from the other rink. There's 2 rinks here. Get some high school action over on the other rink before we go dual sheet for collegiate action here in the ECRHA. Shot blocked in front. Ian Martin trying to corral it and get out of his own zone. Works it across. Roman miscommunicated. Now he's going to have to work back. Duran's now enters into the zone. Right-handed shot. Takes it behind the net. He's got Acosta at the point. He just flips it towards him. Now Acosta overlooking his options, trying to get a change here. Slippery Rock, so it's 4-on-3. Comes right to Johnson, still in front, and gets cleared to the corner. Holding on to it is Durant. He gets it in front. A good scoring opportunity. Hits Johnson, goes into the corner. Lindenwood will control and keep possession. Acosta to Duran's, trying to work it across to Karpewski. 9:50 to go here in the second period. If you're not familiar, 12 minutes, periods, stop clock unless we get to that mercy goal effect where they'll have a running clock. Change being made by Lindenwood as they keep possession of the puck. Falling down is Worcester. Trying to get it out and gets it to Edwards. He stops up, just chips it off the boards. Karpewski now settling it down. Gets it across to Costa. Feed in front. Trying to go backdoor again. Looks like they found something they like against Slippery Rock and they're going to try to execute. Have missed on every opportunity so far, but that can always change. Acosta now in his own zone. He just stops up as Edwards is on the forecheck. Cuts it right to the slot and intercepted. Now Edwards has it. Turnover by Winkleman. Edwards takes a shot. He went into the corner. He follows up on his own rebound. Simons now. Pressure from Karpewski. Gets to Edwards. And now just a reverse off the boards, but Adamski falls. Lisak helping support. And turnover caused by Karpewski. He's going to hold on to it. Gets it up top to Acosta, who's essentially played this whole period so far. He goes off for a change now after 4 minutes. Winkleman now with it. He goes all the way back in his own zone. Now works it across. Worcester right in front of our camera. Long distance shot on to Johnson. Save off of his own chest, and we'll get a face-off in the Slippery Rock zone. Zelonka in the face-off dot against Worcester. Won cleanly by Worcester. Gets it to Bradley, now drops it off for Winkleman. Stick handling. Hits Zalanka, and he's got to go back into the neutral zone. Now taken away by Zalanka. He's going to go on his backhand, tries to feed one, falls into the boards. Bradley goes crashing in after him. Blake now, a lot of right-handed shots on this Lindenwood team. Grubach helps feed it out, now comes all the way back into the Lindenwood zone. Chasing for it is Zalanka. Trying to pry it free. Still battling for it. And finally, Lindenwood gains possession. 2-on-2 shot gets blocked by Simons into the netting and out of play. .650 left to go here in the second period. Taking the draw is Krapewski for Lindenwood against Edwards. Trying to win it forward, almost did. Edwards is now going to take it away, go in the opposite direction. 1-on-2, missing high and wide, not even close to the net. Grubach now pinching in. Cross-ring feed intended for no one. Liefeld on his backhand, one of the few left-handed shots for Lindenwood. Now a half slap attempt hits off the glass and comes right in front of the slot. Edwards now going to corral it and control. Dumps it back for Varankovic. Varankovic is now going to just sit behind his own net, and Edwards crosses with him. Turnover. Krapewski looking his options over. Gets it across to Liefeld at the top. Shot off the left leg, trying to pry it free. Puck still loose, just sitting there. Good team defense as Varankovic gets back and ties up his man. .540 to go. Excellent passing and possession by Lindenwood. Krapewski thought about taking it in deep, is going to retreat. He's got Liefeld with him now. Bradley has it. He's looking for Liefeld. And now it's going to get dumped all the way back down. So it's going to be a race for the puck. Lisak chasing after it for Slippery Rock. Hager's going to play it out of his own net for his teammates. Liefeld at the blue line, right in front of his own bench. Bradley was going to go off for a change, and a little bit of miscommunication there. He's got to come back into the play. Throws it in deep. Now he'll probably look for a change. Krapewski now. Little backhand feed. Duran's at the top. Another long distance shot. They're looking to try and get it into the slot. Slippery Rock just clogging that lane. Pass off the boards for Liefeld, and just past the blade of Krapewski, and now taken away by Slippery Rock. Another interception here. Martin shoots and he scores. What a takeaway goal. Beating Hager, blocker's side. And Slippery Rock will take a 2-0 advantage over Lindenwood. .403 should be an unassisted goal for Martin. Number 36 for Slippery Rock. So we're actually going to step aside here, just a quick timeout. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. We're watching Grove City Hockey.
Everyone has their own unique pre-game preparation, and most of them are pretty different. But there's one thing in common, and that's Jack's Hockey Wax. Get this locally produced wax that isn't shipped from across seas, but made here right in the US. The best smelling, best feeling, and best performing hockey wax on the market. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to mention, they sell tape too. Visit them at jackshockeywax.com to get your order today. If it isn't from Jack, put it back.
We are back after that quick timeout here at the Mount Pleasant Sports Zone in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh for this interregional event in the NCRHA. 4:03 remaining here in the second period. We just saw Ian Martin score for Slippery Rock. They now have a 2-0 lead. Power play goal early in the first period by Varankovic. And Lindenwood answers. That was Brett Worster with his 13th point of the season. Feed from Nathan Duran's cuts this lead in half, makes it 2-1. And Lindenwood will get possession off the draw again. Long distance shot and a little congestion in front of the Slippery Rock netminder. Referees come in to separate it. Both teams just getting to know each other a little bit. Some leagues in inline allow fighting, some don't.